Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Carter. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
And they'll knock him down for a 5-yard loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab, it's Robinson.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up in a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a 3rd down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. Here's a little room there. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
Fires throws to the middle. Got him downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish!
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. He wants to change this route. He leaves it with his back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fighting off the defender. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Now here's Carr. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's cut. The Irish send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Back to throw. It's Daniels. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Right on the money. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the snap, it's Williams. Powers through the defender. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Finding some room. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Play action, C.J. Carr. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice rhythm that time by the play caller because he ran the football on the last play. So this time he decides to go play action just to see if he could get the defense to freeze for a split second. And that's all the target needed. Off the play fake, he's able to work the route, win his one-on-one, makes the catch, and takes it in for a score.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Flips it out in the flat. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Seminoles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go with a direct snap. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snap it to the back. Could be an alley. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, they're setting the tone early in this game. Fourth down in their own end. They go for it on the ground, and they pick it up.
They want to set the tone. They want to establish that they think their offense is unstoppable and that they're willing to do anything to keep the football.
You're exactly right, Reese. They are sending a very clear message to this defense. We're going to run the football. We don't care what you do, but you are...
Snags it, and there's running room. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. To the air, it's Daniels. Takes the easy completion. Crosses the 30, he's got to lay it. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown Seminoles. Into the end zone with a breakaway score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Offense in an empty set. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Gain of 39 on the play. First down for the offense.
That last play has this defense on its heels. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 21. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Might have a chance. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it.
Beck's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Carter. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Quick release on the RPO. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Back to pass, it's Daniels. He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down at the 26, after ripping off 10 there. It's a 1st down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll go to the air. Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. FSU calling its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to fire on 2nd down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 17 team, the Florida Gators. And it's the Hurricanes in front on the scoreboard and atop their conference standings. And it's hardly too early to dream big. This team is closing in on a 6-0 start. Could be a special season.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
Play action, Carr. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Throwing, Carr. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Punt, and he's got room. Running free, getting this offense going. Stopped him after 38 after the huge gain.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Keeps looking downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Buying some time as he moves left. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The give to the single back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Motion from the wide receiver. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might be calling a hot route. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after taking a big loss on that run, you just wonder if you're on offense, if you may abandon that part of your game and just start trying to throw it. You're down by a lot here in the second half. Third quarter, you've got lots of time, but you need to throw the football to get back in this thing.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running inside, it's Williams. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. On the run, still looking. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Now here's Carr. Looking for a huge play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They punted away on 4th down. Wants to return it. And he loses the football on the return. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, that is a crazy sequence of events, right? There you are, you're the punt returner, and you're thinking, our defense just got a 3 and out. We started this game as well as we can. The last thing you can do is put the football on the ground, and kudos to the punt team getting down the field, recovering it, and taking it in for a touchdown.
I'm about to say, great job being alert, man. That ball gets hit. Once it gets hit, it's live. Now I scoop it up. Get some blocking out in front. They take it back to the house. That is the way you start the football game. Your offense didn't do the job, but special teams comes through right away.
Set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this 3rd quarter in style. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20.
Here we go. Ready, go.
He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Has to get there to move the sticks. Big on big, man on man, and the defense wins on 4th down. They'll operate out of split backs. They'll try the right side. Fights off a defender. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I've got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their start.
Touchdown, Irish! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
35, Florida State, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. On the option. He'll toss it. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They're going to go from their own side to the line quickly. A big play here. Quarterback making adjustments. Trying to do it on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he can just find the crease, especially in these short yardage situations. He comes up with a huge play there on 4th down.
They're going to ride this running back.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his target down the middle. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Where did he go?
They'll run it. It's Singleton. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
And this D's going to have to find some answers, guys. I mean, you've seen it. This offense has moved the ball down the field, done what they want. Now first and goal situation. Who cares about the yards? Like, step up right here, try to force them into a fourth down, try to make them kick a field goal.
And the Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Daniels. Quarterback extends the play. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw, he can scramble, he can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game is going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Got a little grass. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Trying to run, it's Mobley. Touchdown, Fighting Irish! And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And with that touchdown, I would say this one is out of reach.
It is out of reach. A lot of coaches pull their starters, start to build some of that depth, put some other guys in. But listen, keep playing, keep executing. Their job is stop you.
Number 39, attempting a getaway.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Singleton. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
Lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap. Looking downfield on first down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.